post raid look like? And I might be getting into we can't answer this territory, which you can just say. But like after the raid, do you guys plan to add in new story missions? Do you plan to add in new survival? Like how much can people expect from post launch of Legends?
The raid is our culminating content, I think, but definitely the raid is the kind of
like the climax, essentially.
Yeah, the climax, exactly.
We will face
There's so much potential.
This is so crazy, y'all. I really could not believe this when I heard it. So what is up, my fellow samurai? It's Marshall, and that was the lead developer for Legends that you heard from first. And I was told a couple days ago, I can't remember who it was, but they said that Legends wasn't getting any new content. And I'm not even gonna lie, I didn't really take it serious. And it was probably because I didn't want to believe it. But ever since they told me, people have been saying on Discord and in our YouTube comments that the developers gave an interview and basically said that it's over. So I finally looked it up, and it is so damn sad to hear that. And we got to talk about this. So I want to talk to you about the future of the game that we love and what it'll be like moving forward. Now, if you enjoyed this video, then give it a like, and that would actually help other people find out about this news as well. And for anyone that wants to watch the entire interview, it was done by Kinda Funny Games, and we put a link for it in the description of this video. And honestly, it's really interesting to hear from the developers, so I would recommend checking it out. And shout out to Kinda Funny for interviewing them in the first place. So now that we know there won't be any new content, what does this mean? So first, they also said in the same interview that the Nightmare story and survival and the raid will continue to change every week like it's been doing. So you'll still get new weekly modifiers for story and survival. And then the rewards in the raid will continue to change every week. So that is great to hear, of course. And this means you won't have to worry about the servers being shut down or anything like that for the foreseeable future. Secondly, and this is probably the most important part, but as of right now, this is the absolute best time to play a Legends, in my opinion, because the player count will never be higher than it is right now. So if you think about it, you have the people that finished everything they wanted to play already, like the raid, Nightmare Survival, all the story missions, and maybe they didn't collect every single thing, but most people don't want to do that anyway. So, because most people aren't completionists if you think about it. So those people will probably leave first. Then on November 12th, y'all know what this is, right? We got the PS5 coming out, and that's going to have all new games. And one of them being Spider-Man. Obviously, that's a huge IP. So that's going to pull away a lot of people, including Jennifer and I, because we're going to be covering that as well. We're also going to be covering Cyberpunk, but I know they got delayed until like December. But that's going to pull a lot of people away from this. And lastly, you have people who have just been using the different farming methods or farming glitches. And this story I heard is something I'm never going to be able to understand, but somebody told me that, and this was right after the raid, they told me that they farmed and got all the legendaries already and they don't really have anything else to do. And they were saying it like there's not enough for them to do in the game. And I'm just kind of like, dude, you used a glitch and got everything and now you're all sad because you don't have anything else to do. Like, I don't know, that's just funny to me, and I'll never understand it. Like, why did you do the glitch in the first place? Like, now I do think a lot of people will come back every now and again and still play because the game is obviously really fun, but I just think the player count, it will gradually go down, and that's just what happens with pretty much every multiplayer game. Now, I do have an important question for y'all. So we know money is a big part of why they aren't going to continue doing Legends, because they probably want to keep it free for us, but obviously they can't work for free. So if you could go back in time and pay for Legends, let's just say $15 or $20, and that guaranteed more content and additional DLC for Legends, would you do it that way, or would you leave it the way it is now? So you just pay $60, you get the game, the story mode, which is great, and you get Legends, but then it abruptly ends like it is right now, and you get no future updates. So I'm really curious to hear what y'all would prefer, just the $60, or would you do 60 and you keep paying for content if that guaranteed you got more content? So I'm really curious. Definitely let me know in the comments. And also, before I end this, I gotta say that I'm sure we can all agree that the developer surprising us Ghost fans with this Legends update was so amazing, and they deserve some type of award for doing something so consumer friendly. So huge shout out to them for creating this in the first place. Now, if you've made it to this part of the video, thank you so much, and I really appreciate you watching. Also, let me know in the comments if you're bummed that there is no new content coming. Now, we still have some great Legends videos in the pipeline, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss anything. Thank you, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.